Chapter 2. The thing inside me, the thing I've been ignoring and denying, and wishing gone, wants to kill me. It's terrible and vengeful. I've surrounded it in a sack of resentment all these months, and now it's going to make me pay. Another wave of pain floods my body. I can't, I tell Mommy and Tia Consuelo. I can't do it. I close my eyes and try to escape, try to write that pain into another world. Let it lead me to another door where I can slip into another existence. I'm aware of this now. The thing I can change reality, create new ones, pass through imaginary doors into new worlds, even though I always had it in me. Where are you? I tried to conjure up La Bruja, my angel, who showed me those doors exist, who takes me through them. I think back to the first time she appeared to me, when Papi was still around, when we'd gone to Real Dulce together as a family for my 6th birthday. Mommy and Papi were fighting because Papi was looking at every woman in a swimsuit who passed by. They didn't notice when I went to the cliff, climbed up those rocks, and walked to the edge. Nobody was around, and I looked up at the sun, closed my eyes, and leaned forward. I let myself fall, a long fall that made my stomach flutter. I waited for the feel of water. I waited for the feel of water, and it came, cold and fast and crushing. Then the world went dim and silent as my head hit something sharp and hard. It was some I was underwater forever, watching the surface and light slip farther and farther away. And that's when I saw her coming up from the depths of the water, her dazzling eyes, her rippling hair, her skeleton-like hands. She stared at me, and I could not look away from those eyes. I felt us rising together, her stare lifting me, up from the depths of the water, from that darkness, higher, faster, bubbles rushing past us, between us. I can almost see those bubbles now. I can hear the gurgle of them. In a moment the darkness will turn blurry and blue, and she will be there, rising up to whisk me away from this too. Pequena, Mommy says. That's it, just my name. But it cuts through the darkness, and I'm back in the small, cramped bedroom she and I share. The wardrobe, the wardrobe in the corner that held my father's clothes once, until Mommy sold them. The dresser in front of me, so I can see. Donna Augustina's hunched back in the mirror on top. Tia Consuelo standing next to her. Mommy on the other side of Tia, saying my name. My body seizes and is gripped by pain. The baby demands to be recognized. Push now, Pequena, a little push, not too hard, Donna Augustina tells me. I do what she says, and then again, and again, and again. I push and push and push. Hours pass. The baby doesn't want to come out. I imagine it holding on to my ribs, refusing to be born, refusing to dislodge from me. I imagine myself an old woman, my belly large, the child inside swirling around forever, reminding me of its presence, refusing to let me go. Almost, Donna Augustina says, almost. I hear Mommy's voice choked with emotion, saying she sees the baby's head, and I cry harder because her voice sounds like betrayal to me. I don't want to want I don't want her to want this child. I want her to not want it as much as I do. Would she love it so much as she knew? Would she love it so much if she knew? I long for her to ask me where it came from, but it can't bear for her to ask me. She She's come close a few times. I've seen the question in her eyes. I've seen it on the tip of her tongue, but I always look away. The words never come. It's not that she wouldn't understand. That's not it. Mommy thinks of herself as una mujer moderna, and she is a modern woman, especially compared to the grandmother who raised her. Mommy's umbrella had been so old-fashioned. She lashed her back when She found dried bloodstains on her underwear at age 13, assuming it was the loss of her virginity, not her first period. Como si fuera pequeña, she told me so many times. I never want you to suffer the way I did. Mommy had suffered as a little girl, then as a wife, and then as a mother, when I tore her body and was delivered into this world. And now, if the truth were to escape my lips, I would make her suffer more. My words, my word, my words would be like those lashing on her back. My words like my father's betrayal. If she knew, Mommy would load the gun Papi left us in that wardrobe. If she knew, she would kill. And that kind of killing only brings more. We would all be dead, though maybe that would be better. Now, Pequeña, push with all your strength. Toda tu fuerza. Donna Augustina tells me. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Push, Pequeña, Mommy repeats. She's kneeling next to me, her arms wrapped around my shoulders. She's smoothing my hair and kissing my forehead. Eres fuerte, Pequeña. So very strong, hija. And I'm here with you. We'll do this together, like everything. Don't lose your strength now. She's holding me tight, as if she's trying to transfer her strength to me. But all I want is to melt into Mommy's arms. All I want is for us to melt into one being and escape out of here. Slip from this reality to one where magical witches and angels exist. I want her to take her with me, the two of us together, to where we emerge from the water and descend from the sky. Here it comes, Donna Augustina's old voice calls out. Here it comes. I shake my head and sob harder. No, I don't want it. I don't want it. It too almost be there. But I hear Mommy's voice, her crying voice, as something emerges from between my legs, slippery and warm and wet. And I feel a coldness around me and Mommy. Let's go, as she rushes to that baby. The baby cries loud and angry, and Mommy and Tia Consuelo hug and laugh, their joy too loud in that small room. Look at your niño, Donna Augustina tells me. I shake my head and close my eyes as she holds the small red baby to my chest. She puts the wrinkling thing there, and his small body feels so warm against mine, but I can't look at him. I shut my eyes tighter, cry harder. I won't look at him. I won't hold him. No matter how much he cries, Donna Augustina lifts him off my chest. A boy! I don't know what's worse, a boy or a girl. A name, Pequeña, Mommy says. What will we call him? Mommy's voice is higher than usual. The boy lets out more cries, so loud it drowns out Mommy's voice, and she laughs, saying something about how strong he is. Tia Consuelo comes to my side, squeezes my hand, and kisses it. Pequeña, mi amor, you did it, and he's beautiful. Look at him, your son, she says. What will we call him? Look at him. Their voices are full, swelling uncontainable. The voices are full, swelling, uncontainable. I listen to my own thoughts instead as they whisper. We all call him nothing. He is not real. Mommy's and Tia's Consuelo's voice get louder, trying to keep me in that room. But I am looking for an escape. I look out the window as the brightest. I look out the window at the brightness of the sun. I stare into it until my head feels full of light. I close my eyes, and there I find it, the imaginary door, the one that leads me somewhere else, to another world. I can hear the water rushing, cascading all around me as I stand on the rocks and fling my body into the air, leaping toward beautiful water. My body is free and light and mine, just mine. I plunged into that water, clear and cold, washing away everything, all memory, all blame, all pain. The child cries. My eyes flutter open against my will, as if his cries demand I stay here, in this reality. No, I answer, and I picture the water again. See myself submerged in it, the sun cutting through it, the world a beautiful bright blur. He cries. I focused on the water, only the water. When I open my eyes again, the water has followed me here. It floods the floor and trickles like sweat from the walls, and I take a breath sweet and full of relief. Mommy has the child, and Tia stands next to her, looking down at him, in Mommy's arms. They are both oblivious to the water lapping at their ankles. When When they open their mouths to speak, to coo at the baby, to laugh, water trickles from their mouths too, like faucets. In moments, the water reaches their knees, then their waists, their skirts billowed up around them like fancy munaquitas. I feel my bed become dislodged from the floor. I feel it lift and float as the water continues filling this room. You see, this too is a dream. This child, you, everything. It's not real. It's not real, my mind whispers. How precious, Tia Consuelo says. Beautiful, says Mommy. A wave comes crashing into the doorway of the bedroom. As A wave comes crashing in through the doorway of the bedroom and hits the bureau where Mommy keeps her belongings. Perfume bottles and talcum powder, needles and thread, a thimble, shiny hair clips, and brochures she wears on her special occasions. I watch them as they're carried away in the water, floating and circling around us. The water circles around Mommy and Tia and the baby, like a gentle whirlpool. It lifts them and swirls them all out of the room. Someone is gently panting my head. Our faraway voice is getting louder in my ears. Don't worry, Pequena, I hear, and I think maybe it is here, my angel, but then I recognize Donna Augustina's voice. When when I look her way, she is unfazed by the water, unfazed by the sudden disappearance of Mommy, Tia, and that baby. She smiles before another wave comes in and pulls her out of the door too. I float on the bed like someone lost at sea. The sound of water becomes louder as it rushes faster out of the walls, drips from the ceiling as though from the skies. My mind begins to swirl fast like the water, like the bed, and I become dizzy and nauseated by a smell in that room, the smell of birth, of warm blood, of my body and my insides. I'm caught in between and I have to get out. I focus on a crack on the ceiling and concentrate. I watch as it splits open, filling the room with sunlight like the bright yolk of an egg. The water rushes me upward and then through the roof open. The, ro- the water rushes me upward and through the open roof. And then I too am carried away on a wave as water gushes out of the house and onto the dirt road. I'm rushed away on my floating bed. I'm laughing as the stress fills with water. I turn back and see Mommy on our front patio, waving at me anxiously, calling me back. That baby in her arms. Pequena, Pequena! Something startles me back into the bedroom. When my eyes flutter open this time, Donna Augustina is standing next to me, holding smelling salts under my nose. You fainted, my love. Drink some water, she says. She holds a cup to my lips, and I take a small sip. The wetness is shockingly cold, and I feel myself tethered back to reality as she puts the cup in my hand and begins to massage my stomach. And all the while telling me I will be all right, everything will be all right. Her large hands grind my stomach like she is mixing masa. It hurts, but I don't care. I just want to feel normal again, not empty and hollowed out. I want to forget that my body ever housed anything. I concentrate on the cracks in the ceiling, imagine myself being lifted and carried away again. The images of water and sun and rushing through the streets flickering in my mind. But I stay here. But I stay where I am, trapped,